prevention is the biggest investment in goats management. And if you have your vet and this vet is telling you that we should have drugs to treat goats whenever they are sick, then no, this is a good vet. The best vet, the exceptional vet, will tell you that we have to invest in preventive measures. Poverty caned me so hard that I have not to gain weight ever again in my life.
Routines. They may seem boring, they may seem so cliche and monotonous, but hey, they could save your goat farm. And that's why we're here. Every month, once a month, I show you a lot of love and I bring you YPA experts. And today I'm with the brain on brain of YPA, Mr. Obed Ben. He doesn't care as long as it's got to do with goats, maize, and thriving. It's nice to have you on the show.
Nice to have you always. When you guys come, I am filled with joy. There's that vibe. I don't know where it comes from. I think they are paying you well.
I almost believe you.
Keep it NTV. You're doing a great job, because these people, they come and we really have a great time right here at the farms. And of course, like always, Obed is my name. Obed Ben. Mfuna Mpola. The one and only, the president of the little income earners. I am. I hate poverty. Poverty caned me so hard that I have not to gain weight ever again in my life.
And speaking of your size, today we are going to look at routines that include deworming, vaccination, and so much more that could help one's goat farm thrive.
Did you know that what we call KPI also applies in the farms?
Do tell.
Yes, KPIs is what? Key performance indicators. So these are things we must do to show that our performance is actually good. So if a farm doesn't have what we call a routine check book, a routine check chart, a routine check report, then what the hell are we doing?
What the hell though?
Exactly. So if the herdsman takes the goats down to the field, what are they supposed to achieve? If I have a permanent vet at the ground and this guy does not do any other farm, they are doing YPF farm, farm X, farm Z, farm Y. Why would they reach at the end of the month, ask for salary, and they have nothing to show?
No results.
Thank you. And how do we measure results? We measure them through routines. For example, every morning we wake up, we must ask ourselves, what have we prevented against? Every gesture that we do starts with prevention. Should I repeat?
Yeah.
Everything we do has preventive part in it. For example, are you seeing these bolts? These are going to prevent something from crossing from this side to this side. But definitely you can see this is not about goats.
Yes.
You get my point?
Yes.
Because the space there is preventing animals big enough not to cross here. But goats will be able to cross. So I want the goats to cross, but I don't want the cows to cross. You get my point? Doesn't make sense. So what am I preventing? I'm preventing these animals. You see, there's a lot of green pasture here. Pasture. And there's little. So the cows graze from here and they don't cross this side. This side is for the goats. However, the goats can come and eat the shrubs down here. You get my point? So after that, I'll change the cows to this side. You get my point? And eat this grass. Then I'll still have the goats cross over. That doesn't make sense. So all that is geared towards something. Ladies and gentlemen, prevention is the biggest agenda on our KPI. That is, if we want to benefit from the goats. I said prevention is the biggest investment in goats management. And if you have your vet and this vet is telling you that we should have drugs to treat goats whenever they are sick, then no, this is a good vet. The best vet, the exceptional vet, will tell you that we have to invest in preventive measures. For example, have you heard of vaccination? You mentioned it earlier.
That's rhetorical, right?
Yeah, and vaccination, actually, I realize it also happens in human beings.
You don't say.
I don't know. So, vaccination is paramount. What is vaccination? Vaccination is not treatment. Vaccination is not cure. Vaccination is not making sure that this epidemic or some disease does not happen, viral or epidemic, whatever it is. It does not make sure that it happens, but it reduces it reduces the weight in case, in the event that such a disease happens.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
It does.
For example, have you heard of FMD? Foot and mouth disease. Foot and mouth disease is one disease that looks very easy from the word speaking. From mentioning foot and mouth, FMD, it looks easy. But when it reaches the goats, they really suffer too much. They get wounds in the mouth. They can't eat. Now, that I used to think when I was an ordinary farmer like any viewer out there, I used to think that they get maybe wounds around the mouth and the feet gets problems. I didn't know that it goes, foot and mouth disease goes even to the skin, goes to the blood. That an animal that was affected by foot and mouth disease once upon a time will always have issues. Through its entire life, it will have enkovu scars. That is, if this disease happened when the cow or the goat was not vaccinated. Actually, FMD is very terrible in goats that it can kill all of them in a span of just a week. At a go, on a go, like in the morning you had 1,000 goats, in the evening you have 300 left. And the following day you have lost all of them. So this is how terrible.
Yes.
And you know, the beauty about it is that if you vaccinate, yes, they will get sick, but the signs sometimes might go without being noticed.
How so?
Like, do you know that we have polio, what is it? What causes polio? In us, we have that polio in us. In the body, we have that polio. But it must reach that.
Something must trigger it to grow and then.
Exactly. Then, but if you're vaccinated, it will be there dormant until you die.
You know, they literally use the disease to create the vaccine.
Thank you. Now you're talking. So, actually, this is how it works, that when they are vaccinating, they put amount of that very disease in the body. So the body creates fighter jets that are going to fight and kill that antibody that has been put there. Then, because once soldiers are made, they never go back in the body. If the body ever creates soldiers and these soldiers win the war, they will always remain around, waiting for that very thing. Because this is how the body works. In the mechanism, when it is creating soldiers, they create them specifically for one single war. So once that war is done, these soldiers will go now, will remain on patrol, not fighting malaria, not fighting any other disease. They are just waiting for that one disease. You get my point? So the moment it comes, these guys are inside ready, remember. They are never guards down. They are always alert. So when the FMD comes and you are vaccinated already, it means they are. This is why you keep doing it every year, over and over. Why do we keep doing it? We don't want these guys to relax. We actually want them to multiply. So we are, in other words, showing them that you guys, what you're doing is good. So the guys are coming back. Just be ready. So this is the beauty about vaccination. If you vaccinate against FMD, you're going to find that the season might come, the breakout might come, but you might not feel it. How? It came, the goats got infected, but they automatically knocked it out because they are used to knocking it out every day. You get my point?
Yeah.
So this is the beauty about. So the kids will not be able to suckle the infected goats. The skin will always be a problem. The hair will always stand up. It will never lie again. And disease, that is if the goat survives.
And you can't tell that.
You can't tell. So we need to vaccinate against FMD. The other thing is CCPP. Contagious caprine pleural pneumonia. I said CCPP. I don't know how to speak it fast. CCPP. You see, it doesn't work. But this guy is very deadly. Now for this thing, it does just one thing. It affects the respiratory system and it affects the liver. So whenever we do, unlike FMD we can see by physical appearance. All these that I'm talking about have no cure. We just do what we call symptomatic supportive treatment. Is that too much English? Symptomatic. We see the symptoms, we do supportive measures to treat what we can see. That is all we can do. We can't do more than that. So for CCPP, you can't see nothing. You see the goat has a little bit of mucus, respiratory issues, but you can't know what to do next. It is not diureting, it is not eating, it has issues inside within the body. For you to see what is happening inside, you need to cut it wide open. And that does not leave it with life, of course.
Of course.
You get my point?
Does it leave it with some sores and all that stuff?
No, that is another also vaccine. That is also another viral disease called OFF. We are going to talk about it.
Okay.
But this one, there's no swelling. There's a little bit of mucus and maybe a vegetable foam. Some bit of foam. Some goats don't produce foam, others do. But what is most common is mucus.
The mucus.
The relentless mucus.
Is it treatable or no?
Of course you can't. You're doing supportive treatment. You're doing like supplement, the anti-respiratory drugs. You're using the anti-respiratory drugs, and that is it. But remember, what you're treating is not just because of the respiratory issues. This is not pneumonia. This is not flu. This is something deep-rooted, and it is eating the liver. So you find the liver is rotten. You find the lungs have issues. You can look at the lungs and have you seen? Good. I was going to ask you that. Have you seen wood eaten by termites? Here, this is how the lungs will look like. Have you heard about tuberculosis?
Of course.
That the same burnt lungs by tuberculosis is what we see inside here when a goat is affected by CCPP, contagious caprine pleural pneumonia. So we need to vaccinate this as early enough because this is a killer. For it can kill goats like in the shortest time possible. You don't FMD. The goat can fight for maybe.
And it's contagious, is it?
Very contagious. All these that we vaccinate against contagious. We don't vaccinate about
against the.
Yes. Why do we vaccinate? Because these contagious diseases are very deadly. Very deadly. For it will spread easily, and a goat will catch CCPP right now in the evening or by noon, dead.
Oh, that's terrible.
6 hours, 12 hours, maximum 24. Usually the goats that survive the first 2 days have higher chances of surviving at all. But the goats will always die in 1 day to 6 hours, boom. And that is what we call CCPP.
Welcome back. Glad that you are still with us.
Then there's another disease called ORF, ORF, ORF. Now for it is actually known as one. Have you seen people? I think even human beings catch off. I've seen people suffering from malaria and they have
the wounds on the mouth. Yeah.
So only when I was a kid, you know, I was born to a Protestant man and a Protestant woman. So you know how they baptize kids before they even know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they call it baptizing. Naming is baptism to them. So when they are doing that naming baptism in quotes, they have what we call vaima. Godfather, mother. Mother God or God?
Godfathers and mothers.
Godfather and godmother. Okay. So my godfathers and godmother gave me goats. So I started being a goat farmer when I was, because they named me or baptized me when I was less than a year. So I started becoming a goat farmer, owning my goats before I was 1 year. But when we grew up, those goats used to have what we call obunwana. You'd find a lot of bruises and wounds here. You find a goat is like, you have seen those, I am sure at least you have seen that.
Yeah.
And we used to think it is because of the dew. We used to think it is because of the dew. If goats go out in the morning when dew is still
in the...
that water causes them to limp, causes them to... You get my point? Just recently, I think 2013 is when I discovered that ORF is actually deadly. And it is viral. You find 1,000 goats have... They swell.
Do they get the meat as well?
No, they don't. They just swell. Then the tongue also gets wounds. It wants to look like FMD a bit, but it is not. So it cannot eat because of the what?
The wounds.
The wounds. So what we do usually, we get healing oil. Then we do brushing. To be kuta.
You lie?
Yes, of course. It is very, very painful, and very hectic, because the goats, of course, resist. Yeah, they try to resist, and you bruise them. But the more bruises you make, the more easy for healing oil to work.
Yeah.
Then we also add hydrogen peroxide.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we are bruising them, when we are trying to clean them up, we use hydrogen peroxide. Then we put healing oil and we try to do, that is supportive treatment. We are healing the wounds.
Yeah.
But actually, if the wounds get to the tongue, then it gets messy.
Yeah.
Because you cannot put, you get my point. So you end up losing a goat simply because it cannot eat, it will die of hunger.
Right.
You get my point. So you have to do it very fast. ORF is one of the viral diseases that kills less goats. Because for it is visible enough. You can see it early.
Yeah,
and if you fight it early, the wounds will not go to the tongue. And it can still eat and it can survive.
Yeah.
But the moment you wait and it goes beyond the tongue, then it goes to the throat. Finished. Game over. Game over. So that is how deadly it is. But we can also vaccinate. What I did not tell you is that FMD is injectable.
Yeah.
And the supportive treatment that we give it, we are using pen and strip, because it is also wounds. We are using pen and strip, we are using any antibiotics. Yes, a lot of antibiotics to help support the animal and give it more strength. But also we give it some calcium, because it loses a lot of mass. So it needs calcium to stay strong. Then for CCPP, it is injectable still. The vaccine is injectable and it is deep intermasticular. You need to do deep when you're injecting. You use the other long needle. The ebomba tutekako empiso empanvu.
I'm with you.
You get my point. So if you want to the syringe that we use, you don't pull the skin, rather you inject deep. Yes, because we are, remember, injecting not that we want the needle to reach the heart or the liver, but we want it to go to the muscle. We do the muscle. So my dear friend, when you're doing that, but also make sure when you're doing it, if you're a starter, make sure if you're doing it, you have someone professional who will guide you. Because handling the vaccine alone might cause issues. For example, if you're getting it from Kampala, vaccines are always kept in fridges. They must be cold. You get my point? They must be very cold. And if you're transporting them from Kampala to, let's say, Gomba here at our farms, it must come in floaters. Floaters are boxes made of, I don't know what, is it sponge or something? Then we put ice inside. Then we put the vaccine inside. And some vaccines have diluters. You get my point? Even the diluters we put inside sometimes. Then some other vaccines we don't have diluters, so we don't put. For example, the vaccine like the Brucellosis vaccine, the Brucellosis metastasis, the vaccine has a diluter. The diluter is always outside, but the vaccine is always inside the ice. So, but if we open the vaccine, we must make sure we don't use it beyond 6 hours. 6 hours and more, so you're using another. The moment we open it,
you need to move
maximum 6 hours. And I don't know why the hell would you spend even an hour, because we're only vaccinating 100 goats. 100. So unless this person is like 124 years old and they before they inject, they are shaking. So 1 hour is good enough. You get my point? You inject, chop, move on.
That's it. And
make sure you have enough ice. For us who have many goats, we do regional vaccinations. We can't order from the fridge. We can't order more than vaccines that are enough for one region. One region is 16 goat farms, and this is about 5 people injecting. You get my point? So we do it very swiftly and do it very organizedly. When we are vaccinating, we vaccinate even the kids that were born yesterday.
Everyone gotta go?
Yes. Of course, experts will tell you, experts who don't do it, will tell you that you need to vaccinate a goat when it is 1 month old or 2 months old. Let me tell you, if a disease comes, it will not take away only the old goats. What we do, we reduce the quantities
for the kids.
You get my point? But we inject them. We do all the routines. You see those that were born today? Those, if vaccination is to happen now, I'll vaccinate them. And if spraying day is today, I'll spray. Because ticks don't know that this is a kid.
This is a baby.
This is a baby, you know. You see, they will still be affected. So you vaccinate them anyhow. You get my point? So, why I went there, I remembered by telling you about OFF. Now, the vaccination for OFF, the administration bit is what I'm talking about, because vaccination is a term, but the administration of the vaccine to the goat is done differently from other vaccines. For example, you get a sharp blade, razor blade, whatever it is. Then you the hind leg. You see, the udder is here, right here.
I'm there.
You're there with me. This is where the udder is. And this place, the thigh, the inner part of the thigh. So you get a blade
and an incision.
And no. We don't do a scissor. We shave. we shave the hair. This is a soft skin. The hair is so small, but we shave and leave bare skin without any fur or any hair. Then we get a sponge. Then this vaccine is produced and you have something like a dropper.
Yeah.
So you drop 2 drops here
onto the
bare skin. Then you can use a hand if you're not afraid, or you can use the other sponge. But make sure the sponge does not take away. The sponge must not be able to absorb
the vaccine off the skin.
Yes, it should be a flat sponge, like the one they use, the floater. So usually for us we use the floater, the very floater that came packing the vaccine. Yes, is what we use, because for it doesn't ob. So you rub for just maybe 2 seconds, 3,
onto the next one,
and you catch another. So it is the most heavy vaccine to apply, because you have to put the goat down, then you have to shave, then you have to apply.
You can't pre-shave before.
No, it has to be instant. It has to be done right there, because the moment you pre-shave, then it means you're going to do double work. You're wasting time. You're giving this goat hard time. Remember, for shaving, it was the same process. You put it down. Now you get it up, then you let it go. Then tomorrow you catch it. And then you apply. Then the goat will be like, I am a goat, but I'm wiser.
Are you struggling to keep a straight face? Well, I am, but we're going to come back after this very short commercial break. You thought the vaccines were an issue? Ish, wait till he talks about the deworming. Don't go away. Welcome back. Glad that you are still with us. So just before we went for a break, we were looking at vaccination and all. Mr. Obed, I'm sure there's so much more.
You see, vaccination plays around 50% of the entire reasons people lose tremendously. Pretty much beautiful losses. You know, a beautiful loss. A beautiful loss is a loss that is going to stick on your mind for the rest of your life. I lost 1,500 goats in a span of 1 month, and I am now a lost graduate. So I know how to, actually, I'm a consultant on how to make losses. I know exactly what you need to do and become very, very good at making losses. So vaccination does very much good. So we had talked about FMD, we had talked about CCPP, we had talked about OFF. Now there is yet more. There is what we call Brucella meditensis. In cows it is called Brucella bovis. Brucella meditensis is very, very dangerous. For it, do you know HIV?
I'm familiar with it.
Because does it catch people and then it cures?
Oh, we're here to figure that out. There's a myth that it does.
Actually, I've heard that some people were cured.
Beat it.
How did you do it, guys? Comment.
I'm done. How did you do it?
Comment below. Reach out and tell us. This is sexually transmitted. No, I don't mean HIV.
Oh, you mean the Brucella?
Brucella, sexually transmitted. Guluma ya guza. Abamanyo dumalayo kabagezi woka. Now, Brucella is transmitted by guys, the bucks in the house, the male goats, the men of the house. What do? Get it from here, put it there, put it there, put it there. And the foolish mistake that we forgot to talk about the other day is that some people vaccinate goats and they don't vaccinate the bucks.
You lie.
Yes. I've seen very many farmers do that. Mbanti zote zijamu rubuto. Because you see what Brucella does, it makes the goat abort. You don't see any weakness, it does not fall sick, but it aborts. And remember, what is the business in goats? Multiplication. How does multiplication work? Production. And you know the beautiful ugly point about this is that the goats will abort in the third trimester.
That's the worst.
When it has already formed.
Are you excited?
You see.
You think your money.
You see the money coming, and along the way, bam. It's like planning for a wedding day and your man doesn't show up. Sink it in.
Yeah, solution.
Yeah.
Find yeah.
Imagine on the wedding day, you guys about to tie a knot and the guy doesn't just show up. How do you do it, guys? That is very terrible and very, you actually murder.
And they sleep well at night.
No, they don't. They are going to die. Let me tell you, Brucellosis is very deadly. So it causes abortion, and it causes the abortion in the last stage of pregnancy. When the kids are produced, are aborted, and you can see that this was a male goat, this was a female goat, you see the color is already formed, and you have just lost kids. Actually, it is very painful, as though you had lost a goat. This is one of the most loss-making because if goats don't produce throughout the year, they are just aborting, then how the hell are you going to make a business?
And you're feeding.
And you don't do that mistake again. Actually, if you vaccinate, begin with the backs, because these are the guys that will transport, go on taking you the HIV around. Brucellosis is administered in a manner that we open the eye wide, then drop.
Oh, I thought a syringe.
Yes. Other vaccines vaccinate 100 goats, but for Brucellosis, the vaccine was made for 50 goats only.
Really?
Yes. So if you have 100 goats, you buy 2 vaccines.
2, yeah.
Yes. So it means it is very expensive, because they know it is. So if on other vaccines you're using 50,000 shillings, actually for FMD, government does it for free.
Oh.
Yes.
That's nice.
But even when it is free, people don't administer. That is why I feel like government is doing it for free. And guess what? Vaccines rot at the district.
Really?
Yes. The DVO has these guys, these vaccines. They will only rush when there's an outbreak. And they will find shortage. When they find shortage, they will talk that government does not produce vaccines. Why? They were produced at the right time, the beginning of the year, and they were not there. So sometimes they are even discouraged to bring them. When we bring them, people don't use them.
Yeah.
So let's not waste taxpayers' money. But at least my DVO knows that I have to pick them. Even when I'm not going to use all of them. I have to come. They said it is for free, and let me find it is not there. Hey, I'm going to call so and so is going to call so and so until I get that vaccine. And if you don't have it, give me freedom to buy it.
Yeah.
Because in Kenya here it is sold. I know where it is sold, so I can get it. So Brucellosis vaccine goes for 100,000 for 100 goats.
Yeah.
Which means each goat takes just 1,000. Very cheap. And for other vaccines, it is 50,000 shillings for 100 goats, which means each goat takes 500 shillings.
Yeah.
A year, 12 months. So 500 divided by 12.
It's affordable.
And people don't do that. What do they do instead? Again, enough from Musajja, taina permanent vet. So they get those people. Those people come and they will charge them 200,000. Imagine 200,000 for something that goes for 50,000. And this funample of mine, you have actually taken their profit.
A lot.
And the bad thing about it, they come and do it wrongly. They don't do it right.
They don't do it right.
Even when they have overcharged you.
It's bad enough.
You're paying for the vaccine for 200,000, then you pay them labor for 100,000, that is 300,000, but they do it poorly.
And then you still lose your goods.
They don't know. The vet told me, this is why I actually showed you. You may not know how exactly to do it, but you have clue. The guy told me these goats are suffering from off. I'm like, what is that? Off is a viral disease. So we are going to vaccinate. I'm like, okay. He injected. Remember I told you off we do?
We shave and...
Thank you. And for him, he injected. What the hell did he inject? This guy could have bought a Brucellosis chupa of water, injected my goats with water. By the way, did you know that if you inject 20 mils of hot water to a goat, it dies?
Now I do.
Yes. So, your vets, if they want to kill your goats, they can, without strangling them. They just inject 20 mils of hot water to a goat, dead. So this is what the guy did. He injected what? Because if he was vaccinating against off, and he never saved anywhere. So at least he should have saved at the back. Maybe
you don't need Kali.
Yeah, I'm like Kali.
Yeah.
But he never saved. And he used the syringe. So what did he vaccinate against? So another vaccine that look out for. These are the major. There are lots of problems, but in our country, these are the most rampant, and these are what you should be worried about. Make sure you're guarded against those because they are in the country right now.
Goat farming tips. 1. Control inbreeding for healthy goats. Inbreeding is a major challenge in goat farming. It happens when closely related goats such as father-daughter, mother-son, or brothers and sisters are allowed to mate. Inbreeding leads to poor growth of kids, low fertility, weak immunity, and high kid mortality. To prevent inbreeding, keep one breeding male for about 25 females, castrate all unwanted male kids early, and use goat ear tags to identify goats and record their lineage. 2. Provide proper housing to reduce disease. Goats kept directly on the ground are more likely to suffer from foot rot, coughing, and worm infestations. Proper goat housing should be raised houses with slatted floors. Those are spaces that allow manure and urine to fall through. This housing keeps goats dry and clean, reduces worm buildup, and lowers cases of foot rot, cough, and skin diseases. 3. Supplement with Brucellosis mineral blocks. Pastures and crop residue often lack essential minerals required by goats. Mineral deficiencies reduce fertility and productivity. Mineral supplementation, however, improves fertility and heat expression, strengthens bones, boosts immunity, helps prevent retained placenta and abortions. Always provide Brucellosis mineral blocks accessible to goats at all times. 4. Deworm goats regularly to control internal parasites. Deworm adult goats every 3 months and kids once a month. Proper deworming improves growth rate, weight gain, and feed utilization while reducing disease and productivity losses.
We have PPR. PPR means pes des petatis ruminant. Don't struggle with the botanical name. Just go with PPR. PPR now looks a bit like CC. You know why I think these things were manufactured? Because they have relationship.
They're always manufactured.
They are always manufactured. But thank you for manufacturing. Even when you do that, we are going to be rich. We are beating the odds. Worry not. We are coming. And this coming is a storm. Africa is going to the place where it is supposed to be. Look.
The top.
When goats are infected with PPR, this is what happens. There is mucus. Remember, also CCP has mucus. Then there's foam. You get my point? But now, there's a bit of swelling, a bit. Sometimes some goats don't, but there is too much mucus, too much. Now, compared to the CCPP. Now, the best difference, most people will fail to differentiate if it is CCPP or PPR. But the difference is diuretic. Now, with PPR, there's diarrhea. So, here, what kills the goats more? Mucus is relentless, is too much, but also there is foam. So whenever it is trying to eat, it feels as if it is irritated. So it can't eat. But the biggest killer is the diarrhea. Diarrhea is too much and is relentless, is too much, like too much. So whenever it drinks, because what survives it that time is water. Whenever it takes water, water comes out. It takes in water, water comes out. So we are going to do sulfur drugs, because sulfur drugs help us on management of diarrhea in goats. So if goats are diuretic, we use sulfur drugs. Any sulfur drug you can get. The best drugs are there, but also the whatever you can get. Then we are going to use respiratory drugs that can do on that the respiratory diseases. Then we are also going to do supportive. We can do aeroflox in the water because it is taking it a lot. We can do iodine, we can do vitamins, we can do calcium, but all these are supportive. What saves you is the fact that you vaccinated. How do you vaccinate PPR? It is short, it is not deep. So you pull the skin, put, you get my point? Pull the skin. Remember, for CCPP, it is deep. This one is short.
Yeah.
You get my point? Yes, short. So put here, and the same administration works for goat pox. So sometimes actually these two vaccines are put in one. So you can buy goat pox and PPR in one vaccine. So it means you are now using 50,000 to vaccinate against two viral diseases. So goat pox sometimes has mucus, but what is most evident of goat pox, it has like pox.
You know, the pox.
The pox. Obuhere. So, and whenever it shines on them, that is when the spreading happens in sunshine. So if a goat is infected with goat pox, we keep it inside. Keep it in a shed and we isolate it. All these goats, if once you identify an infected goat, put it aside. Get my point? What is very hard amongst all the viral diseases I've talked about, what is very hard to identify is the Brucellosis.
Yeah.
Because remember, for the goat, it is pregnant, you're seeing it is okay.
Glowing.
Overnight. You see? So it is very terrible. But the other vaccine, the other viral diseases, they are actually identifiable. You can see them. And whenever you see them, put them away. But for goat pox specifically, keep it under shade and make sure you feed it well. Goat pox, PPR, those are some of the CCPP. Actually, all of them, they are not supposed to kill your goats. If you are vaccinated and you do right supportive treatment, I'm promising you, if you go to these goats of YPA, you're going to see spotted goats, goats with scars of the goat pox. How do you know this is a good vet or this farm is good? When you see the survivors. How do you see survivors? The spotted skin. The spotted skins. So if you see spotted skins, you know these guys know what they exactly do, because goats are not supposed to. But those other farms, you'll find with them with goats that are all skin, the skins are all clear. Then you know whichever goat was infected died.
So the only time a goat gets to die is when it is going to be served on my plate.
Thank you.
And everybody else's plate.
I want to tell you, if I lose 5 goats, I will stop whatever I'm doing. It is like losing you, losing Shira, losing Rose, Tito, and all these people. So I will stop whatever I'm doing. I'm like, who is this Lucifer coming to my farm?
Lucifer, indeed. Well, that's all we had for you today. Keep those comments coming in. #NTV Seeds of Gold. It is always a pleasure. Don't stop the fun here. Stay tuned. We have got NTV Weekend Edition coming up with the top news in the country. And you know, it's facts and facts alone. See you again next week. Thank you for watching.